David, with all of these networks, with all of these possibilities, I've seen so many flavors today and actually on the last shows as well. Are we not making it too complex? Day of Critical Communications MENA. Here in Dubai, it's a beautiful day outside, the sun is shining, it's hot, it's humid, it's time to go inside and to experience more about the world of critical communications. Join me on the second day of Critical Communications MENA. Welcome to the Beard Club, isn't it?
A summer invention, but yeah.
Summer invention. Well, by the way, this is David Parry last year. And that's David Parry right now. David, Motorola Solutions here at Critical Communications MENA. A very important market for Motorola, is it?
Correct, it is. Yes, we've been in this market for a long time, and one of the interesting parts about it is it runs the range of technologies. You know, somewhat in Europe it's a Tetra place for public safety and critical communications. Here, it's Tetra, it's DMR, it's LTE, and it's motor turbo in our case. So we have the whole range of solutions, including P25 Astra that we provide here.
Yeah. So when we talk about critical communications, IHS had in their report that the LTE industry, or mission critical LTE, is really booming in this area.
Yeah.
Now, it's LTE is just a carrier, but we're talking about applications finally down the line that officers do use.
Yep.
And I found that Motorola is really investing heavily in that, is it?
We are, certainly at the front end. Again, I go back to it, you have the infrastructure and the devices, but the things that people actually use to drive efficiency are things like the applications. It puts the information and the intelligence out at the edge, where both it is collected on the ground and provided out to the users so that they're able to be more efficient and more effective in terms of either running a commercial business or in fact keeping us all safe and sound.
On the other side, on the critical control room side, I've seen some demonstrations in the past from Motorola with the connected police officer and the operator that can see all kinds of situations through that Google Glass or similar type of thing. What is the status on that? Because I haven't seen it. I see something back there, but.
So it's what we're showing here at the moment is really augmented reality as opposed to virtual reality. We initially started looking at how we can help commanders or controllers who are sitting either in a control room or out at an incident, how we can help them engage with the information that is available more effectively. And the first thing we did look at was virtual reality. But the challenge that the users found with that was that virtual reality puts your head in a box. All you can see is the images or the videos or the application that is within the sphere of vision inside what is a black box. But the advantage of the augmented reality is that you see the world around you, plus you see the information. So you're not disconnected from the incident or the situation you're in. And that enables you to see some critical information. I think what you're referring to is one of the solutions we've been developing that is running on the Microsoft HoloLens glasses, by which a incident commander at a fire station or at a fire incident is able to see what resources they've got available, who's arriving, what sort of equipment is there, plus bringing in schematics of a building to enable them to see where the officers are within the building using GPS and location capabilities, and then maybe something about that officer's particularly, because they're going to be wearing an Internet of Things set of sensors that will give their heart rate, the temperature, and maybe most importantly, how much airtime they have left on their breathing apparatus, so that the incident commander can know when to remove them from the incident or not. At the moment, that's all paper-based. By putting it into an augmented reality world, it enables the commander to see that information whilst remaining engaged visually with the rest of the incident that's going on.
David, with all of these networks, with all of these possibilities, I've seen so many flavors today and actually on the last shows as well. Are we not making it too complex?
I don't think so. I think there are challenges with complexity, but things are moving on. From a technology point of view, things move on. You look at, again, in our private lives, the sophisticated things we have access to today that just work for us. There aren't any big concerns or big problems. On the other hand, you're right. But the important thing is keeping it simple from the user's point of view.
Yes.
So as long as the user isn't overloaded with information, as long as the user gets what they need in terms of whether it be voice or data information as and when they need it, then everything's okay. And that's part of the solutions that we have to look at.
Okay, Dave, thank you very much for having me here. One other thing. This show, CCMENA. No. Let's have coffee. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's have a coffee with David. I think that's a good idea.